Hi, everybody. It's Monday, February 3rd, 2025. We've had a rough night. The future market is gapping down a lot. Last Friday, the last 2 hours of Friday were very, very weak because of Trump's tariffs on Canada and Mexico. I am taking a contrarian view. I do not think we are going to go any lower. I think the market is going to go up. I think this whole thing from 775770 is wave one. I believe this is wave two. And I think we're going to go straight up. Now, I must warn anybody out there, and I have said this in several videos, I am not trading the S&P. 99.5% of the time, I am trading the S&P. But for the last 2-3 weeks, I have been trading stocks. I have no position in the S&P index, which is very rare for me. But it's because we're over 6,000. I usually trade on margin. I usually max out my margin. For the record, I usually trade margin around 44%, which is insanely dangerous. Never trade margin above 30%. Never go above 30% in your margin account. I routinely go above 40%, but I'm also not trading the S&P right now because it's so much more dangerous. Now that Trump is in office, we are going to have a lot more moves in the market, which means if you trade on margin, you need to have hundreds of points room for your account to move, else you're going to constantly get margin calls. So I do not recommend going over 30%. Keeping your margin level at 24% is actually ideal. So 24% margin is your goal. Don't trade over 24% margin. That being said, I do not have any margin positions. It's very important for me to say this. I have no margin positions. I have not had any margin positions for several weeks now. I am trading 3 stocks: PLTR, PLTR, QBTS, and I'm waiting for MicroStrategy to come through for me. So I actually do not care about what the S&P is doing. I'm very relaxed because I am trading stock and I'm not entirely affected by this. So but I'm thinking that we actually hit the bottom. I'm thinking that 909.4, whatever this low was, I'm thinking this was the bottom and that we're actually going to go straight up. Now, the reason why I'm thinking that is a lot of my stocks that I'm trading are quite strong in pre-market. So Palantir has earnings today. And I know I shouldn't hold it for earnings, but I'm going to hold it for earnings. It's a long-term investment. I think it's going to hit 100 eventually, so it's fine. 81.28, it's holding quite well despite the market going down. Qubits actually, I was really debating taking profits on Friday when it hit when it went quite high, 637 or something like that. Qubits is holding in as well. So I invested in Qubits at 570. I'm hoping it doesn't crash. It can crash, and I wouldn't even be surprised. But I'm hoping that this is a 5-way move up, and this is A, B, C, and that we're actually go to $8. At $8, I will take profits on Qubits. So $8 is my target for Qubits. That's what I'm holding for. And MSTR, unfortunately, is going down. I've said this in previous videos. You can look back at my history that I bought at 380. I was hoping it would break out, but in reality, we're just going to go probably into below 300, into the 200 range. And I'm just going to have to hold through that. Tesla, I made a mistake on Tesla. I did get triggered into Tesla. I wanted to get Tesla. My dream price on Tesla, if you watch these videos, was to get it from 340 to 360. That was my dream price. I got triggered in on Friday. But again, this is a long-term investment. So screw it. I'm in Tesla. For me, this is just fourth wave, so we should go up to 550. My target is 550. So that's what's happening. That is what's happening. I think we've bottomed in the middle of the night. I think today will actually be a bullish day. I'm being a contrarian. I fully admit I can be wrong, but I'm also not that concerned because I'm not trading the S&P on margin. I just hold a lot of stocks, and I want qubits at 8. I want PLTR close to 100. I'll probably take profits in the 90s. I want MSTR at 750. I'm going to hold for several months MSTR, and my target on Tesla is 550. There you go. That's what's happening. Let's hope it goes up today.